Hey, good Saturday, good Sunday, good Saturday, good Sunday, good weekend. Hey, it's Lawrence Lane. Okay, hey, I want to wish everybody a extended 4th of July. Uh, I'm hoping that you enjoyed it, took some time off from work. Okay, now I want to get into some things today that I normally would not even address, but I think it's time to address these things. This will be the only time that I discuss what I'm getting ready to discuss about this person. And I'm not going to say her name, but she has a podcast. And the reason that I'm doing this, I want to deal with some topics and some things that I don't want anyone to get stuck on. I think the data will prove and show where the truth is. So first off, there's a certain individual out here that has a podcast. She claims to be a kingmaker or a queen maker when it comes to Maple Heights. I beg to differ. This person brags about what she's done in Maple Heights the last 15 to 16 years. She brags about how good she is from a DJ to whatever else she does. The fact of the matter is that may be true. I'm not going to challenge what she believes. But let's deal with some facts here. There seems to be an obsession with our mayor. Every other podcast, it seems to talk about Mayor Blackwell, what she claims she has done. So, I'm going to give a brief history. Now, this is documented facts. This is not something that I'm saying. This is something that was written. But let's start with one part of her conversation where she claims a certain council president, Ron Jackson, hates black women. She claims that he almost got her killed, which is very inflammatory, and it almost it's almost defamation of character. However, let's get to the facts of the matter is. She wants to take credit for any successes that have occurred in Maple Heights. This is the truth. One of the things that a lot of you may or may not know is what the shape of Maple Heights was when Mayor Blackwell took office. You may or may not know this. I don't know. But I'm getting ready to give you pure facts, okay? So this is something that if you research, you can see, okay? Pre-2016, Maple Heights was in fiscal emergency. In February 2015, Maple Heights carried a $2.8 million deficit and had defaulted on loans. This led the auditor to do what most auditors do when a city is in this type of shape: fiscal emergency. Also, it was an economic decline. The city had lost over 1/3 of its population since 1970, with about 22% of the residents living below the poverty line. Double the county average. That's right, double the county average. Stigmatized reputation. Residents and media describe the city as dark, dirty, and dangerous. But the most important thing is prior to 2016, all mayors were white men lacking racial and gender diversity. Now, let me be clear. Maple Heights is a very diverse city. We welcome everyone, every single solitary race, no matter what your gender, no matter what your beliefs are. Maple Heights welcomes you. And we will continue to do exactly that. But prior to 2016, all mayors were white men. So let's talk about, she said that Ron Jackson has a problem with black women. Okay, remember that. Okay. So first, what she did, she led efforts to eliminate the city's deficit. Balances became positive again in 2019. By November 2018, the city was officially released from fiscal emergency. Now that's a heck of an accomplishment. Under her leadership, Maple Heights earned the Ohio's Auditor's Clean Audit Award three, not one, but 3 years in a row, 2021, 2022, and 2023. An honor given to the top 10% of audited public entities. 10%. So let's talk about who hates black women. Housing and home ownership initiatives. Escrow reform. Suspended erroneous repair escrow requirements for home buyers, significantly improving home sales. Over 400 homes have sold since that change. Now, how can she take credit for building Maple Heights? I don't see her name anywhere in this public record. She fostered in $12.7 million in commercial and residential investments around 2021. Real estate values, now get this, real estate values rose 59% between reappraisals. Home prices increased 7.5% to $135,000. By 2024 was your median home prices. Good gracious. This is Mayor Blackwell, a black woman. Infrastructure and public safety enhancements. Spearheaded major road and utility improvements, including city-scale repavement projects. She's also our safety director, and as our safety director, enhanced the police and emergency response systems. Local media noted improvement response times. Now, come on! This is a black woman, that this individual who has her little podcast, and she's always shaking her pom-poms, has been turned down. And she's also a black woman. So, wait, let me get this right. It's a black woman tearing down another black woman because she wants to be that black woman. She does not have the aptitude or the mental to be on the same level as Mayor Blackwell. These are just a few of her awards. 2024 NOACA Jackson Leadership Award. 2024 Cleveland Future History Maker Community Change Maker Award. Cleveland Kindland Leadership Award. 2024 Environmental Justice Champion. 2023 Girl Scouts Woman of Distinction. 2021 Cleveland Magazine Community Leader of the Year. Tell me why another black woman would tear down another black woman with these types of credentials and successes. It's obvious. This person suffers from a childhood trauma where she was picked on. She has not changed from that childhood mental to the adult that she is now. Now, the woman is not unintelligent. She just chooses to lay in the gutter. She chooses to attack African American communities to rise up her image. She wants to be important. She wants to be recognized. She wants to be Mayor Blackwell. She could not even get elected in her own ward, which is one in Cleveland, Ohio, where she failed not once, not twice, but 3 times. This woman is bitter. Now, let's move on. My candidate, rather, her candidate, which I also will not name, but she is her campaign manager. She wants to tell you that she is the only individual that is fit for council president. Well, let's talk about what she has done since she has been in office. What has she championed? Well, to tell you the truth, I couldn't find much. I did a research. Oh, she abstains. That's right. She usually abstains. Is that something that, oh, she may have trouble making decisions, but she can be the mayor? Let's be real here. This is about the city of Maple Heights. This is about continuing with the momentum that our mayor has put on her back and went out and found the resources to turn this city around, being the only person and only Black woman to do that. But this woman still finds it in her little bitty podcast. She still finds that it's necessary to belittle and put this woman down. She wants to take credit. She wants so bad to take credit for what Mayor Blackwell has done. But let's talk about the race that I'm in. Dana Anderson, and I'm going to say her name, has not done one thing significant since she's been a council person in District 4. Most people already know that she seems like she's lost when she's sitting in the seat. This is not attacking her gender. She's already proven that she is not even a good councilwoman. How could she possibly run the council? She was placed there by another individual who also wants to be Mayor Blackwell. See, this is a game, and we're trying to do things that's significant. One of the problems that we have when it comes to elected officials is we believe who we are friends with. Be their friend. Have lunch with them. Go out with them. Talk politics with them. But don't let them ruin your city. Don't fall for what so many Americans have failed for. I was excited about the presidency when I thought a regular individual could get in that position and hopefully challenge some of the political minds that were there. But I listened, and he did not have a message. He just attacked. He did not talk about data. He just attacked. He just attacked. That's what she does. She just attacks. Where's the data? Let's talk data. What has that current council person done since she's been sitting in that seat? I've walked around, I've canvassed. A lot of them don't even know who she is. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, wait, hold it. I will say this. She does throw parties. She does throw that. She belongs to a lot of different organizations. Oh, she knows fashion. She definitely knows fashion. But how does that help Maple Heights? Look, we want to bring Maple Heights up. We want our dollar to circle relief in our community so that we can be a vibrant community. We can go on and name all of the accomplishments that this present mayor has had. Or we can believe someone who has never even won an election, who lies consistently, who attacks communities all over Ohio. She does not live about African American communities. And when there's a disaster, she uses that disaster to further rise up her name. We don't want you in our city. Go back to your own city. You do not contribute anything positive to our city. You lied and said that you worked with the previous mayor. He did not like you. And I'm not going to honor you with what he actually said about you. No one really likes you, and I think that that's a problem. Maybe, if you stop attacking people and use the master's degree that you claim you have, that you possibly do have, maybe you would understand. You get more by giving roses than boo-boo. Now, I don't dislike you. As a matter of fact, you and I at one time worked together on your campaign. I tried to help you, but you were stuck in a negative, which made me even then pull back. Don't you remember? You had your watch party at my establishment, Basque Entertainment. I supported you. I listened to you, but I kept a mind of my own. I did not go along with you. So let's get back to that puppet statement that you made. I am nobody's puppet. Let's talk about my accomplishments, which are still existing today. In 2002, I started a business that was known as Del's Deli. It's on East 200th Street. Within 2 years, I sold that business to a tiny Japanese restaurant. It's still operating today. After that, we started Anna-Carry Transportation, where I took one vehicle and I turned it into 45 vehicles with an annual of over 4 million. After that, I founded my father's house of Delp Day Services, which is still existing today. I sold that for a profit in 2019. I also established other businesses, Southern Auto Wholesalers on Pearl Road. Sold that for a profit. I founded Truth and Vision, a nonprofit that works with individuals with intellectual disabilities, seniors, gives options to children after they graduate from school. If they don't want to go to college, we help them find a trade. Let's talk about my lack of experience. I've been a business professional for over 35 years. I raised my family being a business professional. I worked with Acorn in many communities to help elect Barack Obama. I worked with Polizzi in his area, helping him develop property over there. You don't know enough about who I am, so maybe you should just be quiet. Now, you want to direct people to old information that has not been updated in the county. Make a mistake and put the wrong information out there, and that house that you were talking about putting a roof on, it will have my name on it. I want that so bad. I hope you make a mistake. I pray you make a mistake. Please make a mistake, because I am very aware. Now, since you're trolling my Facebook, troll this. Where we had our kickoff at, in that little pocket park, if you remember correctly, it used to be a mud pit. Oh, that's right. Mayor Blackwell developed that park as well. Now, you want to talk about some of the candidates that you are supporting. Let's talk about AG. AG was part of that demise of Maple Heights, but you support her. Why don't you talk about some of the issues that's with some of the other candidates while you're attacking this and you're claiming that our mayor is making it personal? It is not personal. It is facts. I thank God that she's risen above this and she chooses not to even comment. So this will be the only comment that I'm going to make. Now, I'm not going to say your name because it's not worthy, and I'm not going to put you even on the same page as this distinguished professional mayor that we have, because you're nowhere near her level. So get angry. But I think you need to talk to a psychologist. You've attacked people in the Harvard community that I know very well. You are responsible for walking on water, according to you, because you came and you brought clean water to Maple. Is that what you said? You're right. The residents do need to do background checks. They need to do background checks on you. But I think whatever happened to you in either elementary or junior high has affected you as an adult. Please get some help. Now, this is the only time that I'm going to even make reference to you, because you're not worthy of me saying much more. You're nowhere near even on my level. You don't even know how to run a business that you claim you do. I've ran several. The city of Maple Heights is a business. So then we take the word mayor away from the city and put manager. That's what we have. We have an excellent manager. And I want to be her assistant manager to support her. To support her, not to be mayor, because she needs someone there that will help hold her up. We do have a road council. We have a council with a hidden agenda, and that agenda is not for the city of Maple Heights. If you truly cared about that, then you would tell the truth and know that there's a problem. But this is what's most frustrating. There was times when the very people that you're supporting, that you claim a person flip-flop, that you can't be trusted, which is exactly what you and Ms. Dana Anderson are consistently and continually doing. You were shaking your pom-poms for Mayor Blackwell. Look, I don't have a personal problem with you, but you are the reason that most urban communities fail, because you're making it personal. You don't like me, and that's fine, but I love you through Christ. Know that. As a matter of fact, I pray for you constantly. I pray for you. I'm going to pray for you right now. Lord, give us some wisdom. But one of the things that I pray that the public understands is we're tired of people like you. If you can't lift us up, then just shut your mouth. This will be the only time that I will lower myself to deal with anything that you have said or is saying. But get this, there's intelligent people out here, and they know that you want to be Mayor Blackwell. The fact that Ron Jackson and so many others is endorsing me, it says quite a bit for the person who you are representing in this race. They have no trust in her. They've seen her the last 4 years and she has not done one thing. They know that Edwina put her up to running, not for the city, just for the control of the city. Stop and get you some help. Listen, forgive me, Maple Heights. This is not something that I want to do. My focus moving forward will be solely on uplifting and bringing this community together, as well as trying to work with whoever is left in this council after the smoke clears, because I am going to be your council president. And we need change. This is Lawrence Lane, a qualified candidate for council president of Maple Heights. Thank you.